Hi guys, in this video we're going to cover the vehicle geometry section of the setups in MotoGP 21. We have 4 sections to cover: steering head inclination, trail, steering plate position and rear swing arm length. I'm going to do my best to explain and demonstrate what these 4 settings are and what they mean in real terms to the dynamics of your bike on the track. Some of these terms have multiple interchangeable names. I'll try to mention them all so that people can follow. These are super hard things to explain, so hang in there. The explanation is more difficult than understanding what it actually is. Steering head inclination can also be called caster angle, rake angle, or just rake. Steering head inclination is the angle between the steering axis with respect to a vertical line. An easy way to show this is with real bikes. Firstly, we have a Harley Davidson, a really relaxed riding position and a high setting. And next, a motocross bike, which is much more sat up and aggressive and a low setting. So here's the difference, and you can see that the angle on the Harley is much more swept back, but what does this actually mean? When the inclination is increased, the bike will be more stable. So with our example, think of the Harley as being super stable and slow to turn in. When it is decreased, the bike will become much more responsive and agile, but at the price of stability. We need to balance that agility with stability so that we can be confident around the whole lap. Even the thought of trying to explain this hurts my head, so stick with me. Trail is the distance measured between the wheel's contact patch with the ground and the intersection of that with a straight line joining the forks to the ground. Much like steering head inclination, increasing this setting introduces stability to the handling of the bike. Another way of thinking of this is that increasing the trail will give the bike more tendency to go in a straight line. So when you try to tip it in, it will fundamentally resist because of its geometry. That doesn't sound good, but if you have an overly tippy or nervous bike, you may need to increase this setting. Conversely, reducing this setting will make the bike more agile and give it a feeling of wanting to turn in. If you're having trouble with changes of direction or getting that front end into the corner, consider lowering the trail. Steering plate is the link between the forks and the bike. I've also seen it referred to as the triple clamp. In reality, the adjustment here is to raise or lower the forks within the plate. Increasing this setting will extend the bike's wheelbase. This has the effect of making the bike more stable, but also moves the centre of gravity rearward. The bike will want to turn in less and could also introduce more tendency to wheelie in extreme cases. Decreasing this setting, in reality, would lower the front end of the bike and also make the bike's wheelbase shorter. The centre of gravity will move forward and make the bike more agile. It will be more eager to turn in with a low steering plate position setting. So unlike steering head inclination and trail, the steering plate position will affect the overall centre of gravity of the bike. The rear swing arm is the part that connects the rear wheel to the bike. In the settings, we can make the arm longer or shorter. If we increase the length of the swing arm, multiple things happen. We obviously lengthen the wheelbase of the bike, which makes it less responsive but more stable. It also makes the rear suspension stiffer, limiting load transfer during acceleration. It will also provide oversteering characteristics. Lowering this setting shortens the swing arm, shortening the entire wheelbase of the bike. This makes the bike more agile, but again at the cost of stability. I hope this video has gone some way into explaining the settings within the geometry area of MotoGP 21, and I hope it helps. Please let me know in the comments which subject you'd like me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.